Hello, family and friends. Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without fame. Where we encourage us to live our lives and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth because it's our lives. And personally, I encourage you to enjoy your life wherever you are. Okay? Don't live in the fear of God anymore. Don't live by faith in God anymore. Ask questions about everything and worship nothing. There is no real God anywhere, and your condition is not permanent. You'll have all the potentials you need to live well in this world. So walk and enjoy. Live and enjoy. Okay? We continue with our series of Bible studies, and today we are studying Exodus chapter 9. Exodus chapter 9. Welcome also to the Bible study. Let's go. Verse 1. Then the Lord said to Moses, I will keep saying this, I think maybe throughout this book of Exodus. He keeps saying the Lord said to Moses. The Lord said to Moses. This Lord never showed up for Moses to see him or her or it. Yet all we hear, the Lord said to Moses. Which Lord is speaking to Moses? So you can put anyone there. He said the Lord is his name. They make him a he, right? But they say nobody have seen this God. They're only hearing his voices. Even women are saying the voice of God they hear is a he. Because all of them, both male and female, were indoctrinated and brainwashed from childhood that God who created them is a he, is a male, because they created God to make men above women, to subdue women. So to the extent women are living Stockholm syndrome lifestyle when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to religion. So you see even women attending religion that say they should shut up when they gather with men. The religion that tell them they will never have authority over men, but men will have authority over them. You see women, when I see Muslim women, the way they cover up, I say, see stupid women. When I see Christian women, the way they also humble themselves under their man, I say, see stupid women. When I see religious women worshiping a he, why they are the one giving birth to the he's. Every he's you see living today was given birth to by a woman. A man cannot give birth. Sperm does not belong to the man, just as urine does not belong to the man. You know how you get your sperm. You know how you get your urine. You weren't born with any of them. You do not enter any woman's womb with urine, with anything. It's only sperm was injected, which came from food that the man ate. It's food. We are food. That's how the nature is our source and sustenance. Without the earth, we cannot survive. Our source sustains us. That's why God cannot sustain his servants. God cannot sustain anyone because God does not exist. I don't know why you see allowing what is written by evil men in the Bible, like Psalm 14 verse 1, still confusing you, saying only the fool saying inside there's no God. That's book. So why are you not believing the Harry Potter's book also as you believe the Bible? Why are you not believing Spider-Man book as you believe the Bible? They tell you that Spider-Man can save. They tell you um, Harry Potter can perform magic, perform miracles. So why don't believe those other books? But you use the lying book where they used to brainwash and indoctrinate you to say that somebody that is stating the obvious, that there is no God, is a fool. Because the book of those people who created God told you so. But you yourself, tell yourself the honest truth. Have you seen God? No. Can you see God? No. All you have is hope. That's fear, faith, hope, love, and humility. That's all you have. Things that are useless. These 5 things are useless to you. You don't need them. You don't need fear. You don't need hope. You don't need faith. You don't need love. You don't need humility. If there is anything you need in this world, it's knowledge. Knowledge is praying. Without knowledge, you cannot even survive. It is knowledge that drives you into looking for food when you are hungry. You know what you need. If you need food when you are hungry, you don't go eating stone. No, you look for food. Even when you eat sand or eat other things, you will see it's not food. They will say those ones will hurt you because they are not what you need. What you need will not hurt you, which is food and the water. And without food and water, you and I will not be alive here today. So if you must worship, worship food and the water because they can keep you alive at least for a while before nature sees. Every time the Lord said to Moses, go into Pharaoh and tell him, thus says the Lord God of the Hebrews, let my people go that they may serve me. See, this word, you need to know why they keep repeating it, especially in this book of Exodus, until they leave Egypt. They keep telling you, the Lord said, let my people go, let my people go. And you see Africans today using it in their campaign, using it in their meetings, using it in their family, whatever. Let my people go. They even use it in a spiritual warfare. Oh, Satan, let my people go. Well, if this God is almighty, he don't need to go through all this. Telling man, let my people go. A God that cannot free his people from captivity. A God that is watching his people suffering in captivity. Do you know what that God's doing when you are suffering? That God is laughing at your plight. He's laughing at your trouble. He's laughing at your weakness. Do you know you are not weak? The reason why that God is laughing at your weakness is because you believe you are weak without it. You are weak without God. You are unworthy without God. You cannot live without God. That's why he's laughing at your plight. He's laughing at your foolishness. A God you cannot see, a God that cannot give you a meal, a God that cannot help you in your time of need, and you are living in fear of that God. You believe that God exists. That's what makes you a moron, believing in such God. Why should I believe in anything or anyone that cannot help me or anyone else in time of need? Anyone that claims that God is their helper is delusional. He's hallucinating. He's schizophrenic. He is sick in the head. That's why they can condemn people they can see for imaginary beings they cannot see. They will not worship the people they can see, but they worship a being, an entity, or some entities they cannot see. And you wonder why we have trouble, we have problem, we have division, we have unnecessary sufferings in our lives and families or communities. God, is there any community today that there is no person worshiping God there today? No. Even in China, you still see some people in China that believe in God, are worshiping God. But thanks to Chinese people or Chinese government, those people who worship God are not allowed in authority, in power, because government is used to cement any religion or any way, any narrative. You see today, even when you go to search in Google, you see they have hijacked Google too. They're censoring whatever. Even they're censoring the search. When you are searching something, before Google will show you everything about that. But today, even when you say like Jesus is fake, Google it. Google will begin to be like, whether Jesus is fake or not, it depends. These people say Jesus. Before, when you search, when you say Jesus, it will bring you those that say that, and you see what they use to do that. But do you know that religious people has hijacked all these social media platforms to promote their narratives? Don't you see how they are using AI now to make it to be like they and Jesus is working, or Jesus is solving their problem, or God is doing something for them? Why it's not? So when people invented book, religion hijack it and use it to write their nonsense. Now people invented AI, religion already hijack it. They have TikTok, they have Facebook. They are in charge of all those. Like American government, they censor. If you don't do as they want, they're threatening to close your company or maybe seize your license. It's happening in America, and this is how it's all over the world. It's people in power who are making all these lies, all this evil, all this religion, all this God to appear to be real, but God is not real. Politicians and the government, they like people worshiping God because God is a big distraction for people who want to be free. Slaves, God was given to slaves to keep them down so they don't resist. Before God was forced on slaves, we hear that some group of them resisted, they fought, or they kill their masters to escape. But they tell them, thou shalt not kill. If you kill, you will be killed, you see? So slave be like, okay, if I kill, I don't want to go to hell. Okay, let me commit it in the hand of God. That's why we have problem all over the world today. And that's why we are calling you to wake up so that we will end this problem and begin to live naturally again as we were born to live. You were not born to worship. You are not born to serve. It must be by hearing voices in your head that you will say, a God said, let my people go that they may serve me. Let me say it again. What type of a narcissist God do we create for purpose of worship? You create people to worship you. You are hungry for worship. You are stupid. There are other gods, but you say you are the only one that you want to be worshipped. If you worship other gods, you'll be punishing your own children for worshiping another god that maybe they hope also can do something for them because they've been worshiping you or their parents have been worshiping you and there's no tangible change in their lives and families. So you don't want them to try other God. You say, thou shalt not have any other God beside me or before me. Evil God. Verse 2. For if you refuse to let them go, he's the one making Pharaoh to refuse to let them go. Yet he's threatening Pharaoh that he will punish him if you don't let the people go. God is the wicked one. I will continue saying that. You can get upset all you want, but I am happier that you're upset at me, not at God, because it shows that you are schizophrenic, you are delusional, you are hallucinating, you are being illusioned, you are living a lie, you are living a fake life. You are not living your life. There's no taste. There's no believer in God or supernatural that is living the true life. They are living fake life. Life of faith is life of fake. So they fake it until people help them. They fake it that it is God until people intervene. Then they give thanks to God. It's also the book that tells them to, in everything, give thanks to God. So think about it. This God hardened somebody's heart and is blaming the person. God created sin and is blaming you for committing that sin. God created Satan and is blaming you for believing that Satan. What type of God is that? It must be evil one. He also says he's the one that creates evil. Yet you're saying, no, he did not create evil. You're taking it out of context. It's not what he means. You are stupid. If it's not what it means, even the one you say that's what it means, it doesn't make sense. You cannot make faith make sense, no matter how you try. You cannot make nonsense make sense, no matter how you try. You cannot make unreal God real, no matter how you try. Verse 3. Behold, the hand of the Lord will be upon your cattle in the field, on the horses, on the donkeys, on the camels, on the oxen, and on the sheep, a very severe pestilence. What was the crime of these animals? What was the crime of these animals? Because of Pharaoh or because of people of Israel in Egypt, God is punishing both man and the beast in the land. What type of wicked God? God is not just. Justice is punishing the offender, not punishing innocent with the offender. God is the wicked one. God is evil. At least if you don't learn anything from the Bible, learn that God is the wicked one. Satan is not the wicked one. No demon is the wicked one. No man is the wicked one. No woman is the wicked one. No animal is the wicked one. Nature is not the wicked one. The wicked one is God. Even you that believe in God, you know how you have been struggling. And that's why when you hear people like us, you say, oh no, you are struggling. I see you are distressed. You are the one having distress. Because the fear of God torments you. The fear of God will never let you be free. You can never have rest of mind when you fear God. I was a believer, so I know how you are feeling. You were never a atheist. You were never woke. You were never unbeliever. So you wouldn't know how unbelievers feel. If you never have headache, you will never know how somebody that said they have headache feel. If you never have migraine, you will never know how they feel. If you never go through surgery, you will never know how they feel. You can only say, oh, I feel your pain. You don't feel their pain. You never felt it before. It's like somebody that is 10 years old saying that he knows how 100 years old people feel. You don't know how they feel. You have to experience it to know it. And the same way you should apply it to your God. You need to see God to believe it. If you don't see God, stop believing God is everywhere. God is everything is God. You are stupid saying that. There is no sense in nonsense. No matter how you try to spiritualize it, there's no sense in nonsense. Okay? So God is a wicked God, punishing the innocent and the culprit. And the Lord will make a difference between the livestock of Israel and the livestock of Egypt. And you will say this God is not a racist. You will say this God loves everyone. He is a God of demarcation. He's a God of separation. Remember the Tower of Babel story? People were consulting themselves, living their way, enjoying themselves, having prosperity until God came, became jealous because he's a jealous God. Say, let us go down to confuse their language and scatter them so they stop building. God is the enemy of your progress. That's why there's no place God is worship and people prosper. It is wicked people that worship God that will go outside faith. After they make it by knowledge, then they come back inside that cage called faith and claim that it is God, by God's grace, by God's mercy, that they made it, that God showed them favor, that God touched somebody, although they slept with the secretary, to pass their own contract so that it will be signed. And when that contract is signed, they tell you it is God. They will lie to their wife, lie to their children, lie to their people, lie to their religious members too, that it is God. They will not tell you all the lies, all the bribes, all the things he did, sought out to get that contract, to get that supply, to make that money. They will tell you, oh, somebody served this person and they gave him blah, 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 blah. Do you know what that boy went through when he was serving that man? You forget that one just because they gave him money. They settled him with a house or with wife or with children. Now, oh yeah, it's okay to be a slave. It's not okay no matter what they will give you at the end of your servitude. You don't supposed to go through that. If your parents were rich, you wouldn't have been a servant or slave to any other person. So parents also have the portion of their blame. Okay? Okay. So nothing shall die of all that belongs to the children of Israel. Say nothing shall die, which is a lie. I tell you one time when I started telling you about, I tell you the reason why we never go to heaven is because he said there will be no more death. Anywhere they tell you there will be no more death, you know what I mean? Sleep. I mean long sleep or short sleep. Death is death, sleep is sleep. Okay? If you want to understand death, study sleep. It's the same thing that happened when you are asleep that happened when you are dead. Okay? So if there's no death, they are not going. And also in the heaven, no woman there. No woman, it is men inheriting women as property still there. So everything about God is slavery. Whether in the physical or in the heaven, women are meant to serve men, which is evil. It is against nature. It is anti-natural. Okay? Then verse 5, let me say something about that. All that belongs to the children of Israel shall not die. Do you know you see Africans today quoting, I shall not die, I shall not die. You are stupid. Even in my own village, my brother have a big church and they believe they don't die. Although they are burying their members, so these people still convinced they shall not die. When I confront them, telling them, your father died, your mother, he says it's their portion. It's not your portion. Your parents who gave birth to you died. You say because you believe in one religion now, you will not die. And you see somebody that is younger than you in the same religion died and buried. But you still believe because maybe your leader is still alive and waiting to see what they will do when that leader dies. When that leader dies, I will want to see their excuse. They will always give another excuse, just like they keep for 2,000 years now. They have been giving excuses for Jesus. Why they are not seeing Jesus? Why they are not from More than 2,000 years now, they're also giving excuse why they cannot see God. They tell you they cannot see God because God is a spirit. Yet they will tell you there's finger of God, there's hand of God, right hand of God, feet of God, head of God, back of God. So God become a puzzle. Pieces of puzzles. You bring this one will bring the, oh, it doesn't fit. This one. That's what they do in their debates, in their arguments, in their gatherings. There was a time you can't even wear jean to go to place of worship. There was a time you can't wear jean to go because they said jean is for what do they call them? Criminals. But today, I was one of the pastors that started wearing jeans in Nigeria. There was a time if you go into church, you dare not smoke, you dare not chew gum. All the things you are doing today in Christianity or in Islam, that's not how they used to be. They keep changing the goalposts. They keep redefining the faith because it's fake. Anyhow you interpret it, it suits, especially when you are in power. You can force other people to abide by it. Verse 5, then the Lord appointed a set time, saying, tomorrow the Lord will do this in the land. And this is where I tell you to hold all the prophets by the balls. Anyone that comes to you in the name of any God, a set time is very important. A set time will show you there is no God. A set time will show you the prophecy is a lie. A set time will show you that prophecies are lies. The set time will show you that every prophet is a liar. A set time will show you that ministers of God are impostors. There's this young man now. I'm happy because that's how I started too. And I'm happy that people that are more educated than me from Africa are waking up too because they can put the word better than myself. I'm happy. I only want to reach the illiterate ones, the ones that will not laugh at me when they hear my blunders in English. Because the educated ones will laugh at me. They will not listen to me simply because I don't know how to put English words together to suit them. I don't know how to speak grammar. So they will be like, this guy don't know what he's saying because their indoctrination is telling them he's not speaking like our masters. He's not speaking like our slave masters. Don't listen to him. But the guy said, for 60-something years, for 16 days now or something, he has been making that challenge. He said that ministers of God are lies. All their prophets said their God does not exist. Let them pray and ask their God to make him deaf and dumb. He threw that challenge. Nobody will dare do that. I've seen prophets, they decided to go and demonstrate the power of their God and Jesus and angels in the zoo. Lion tear them up. Because you cannot test your God and the pass. God will never pass your exam. That's why they tell you, do not question God. If you question God, God will fail your exam. God can never answer you. Somebody also said, if Jesus is the answer, then the question is wrong. If you ask the right question, God will never be the answer. If you ask the right question, Jesus will never be the answer. If you ask the right question, faith, hope, love, humility, fear will never be the answer. The right answer must be based on fact. And faith and fact cannot go together. That's why you see religious people now trying to tell you that science is also a religion. Science is not religion. Science is knowledge. Knowledge cannot be religion. Knowledge is not given. Knowledge, you have to walk. You have to search to know. You have to question to know. You have to do, you have to be prudent to know. If you are not prudent, you will never know. No matter how, that's why what makes somebody intelligent. They are inquisitive. They ask questions. They want to find out what is that. Is that all? They go in they want to understand it, overstand it. That's how you get to know it all. But they tell you nobody can know it all. So believe without seeing it all. And you accepted it. Something that is fake, you accept it as true. Because they say you cannot believe it all. You cannot know it all. Sorry. It is easier to believe than to know. It is cheaper to believe than to know. Because when you know, it will cost you a lot of things. Or it will cost you friendship. It will cost you family. It will cost you many things. Many things. You will be like you are alone in this world, although you have many people surrounded you because they see you now as an outcast. A set time will prove to you that even the Bible is. That's why they can never put a date. They tell you in the beginning, God created. What do you mean the beginning? So when did God begin? I mean, when did God begin? If what God created has a beginning, God also must have a beginning. You say everything that exists has a creator. God also exists, all right? He must have a creator. Who created God? He said God created himself, but you don't want to accept the fact that the earth always exists. Nature always exists. There was never a time there was no earth. There was never a time there was no earth. There was never a time there is no earth. There is the earth always here. When you were born, you made the earth here. So what make you believe is created? A book. Stop believing their lies. Verse 6. So the Lord did this thing on the next day. You see, he said next day it will happen, it happened. So if they tell you by this, this year or next year, so thing will happen. Ask them for a set time. When will your God do that? If you ask me for offering, I bring my money and give to you. I did not tell you tomorrow or any time. You ask me, I give to you. When I ask you, show me your God, you're supposed to show me that God. When you ask your God to show up, you're supposed to show me that God. And if you said your God can work miracle, he's working or doing anything, I want you to give me a set time when it will happen. I want you to give me the set time when it will happen. That's how it goes. Okay? So there is no God anywhere. They live in that their fear. What will God do to you? Nothing. What will God do for them? Nothing. Nothing. Verse 6. So the Lord did this thing on the next day, and all the livestock of Egypt died. But of the livestock of the children of Israel, not one died. And you are happy that your God can be this partial. Oh, you did not die, your neighbor died, you are happy. And you say you are a nice person. You say you are a righteous person. Understand that righteousness is religion. And also, religious people are wicked. They are mean to their neighbors. Although they will tell you their book tell them to love their neighbor as they love themselves. But the livestock of your neighbor died. Yours did not die. And you are okay with that. You don't tell your God, please don't kill my neighbor's livestock. Just leave them. Forgive them, O Lord. Show mercy on them, O God. But you will be telling your neighbor, God loves them. God will show them mercy. But God is watching their livestock. That God is causing it, not that He's watching it. God is causing their livestock to die. God is not even trying to make these people to come and worship Him with the people of Israel. No. Just to let the people of Israel go, which He would have done without killing any animals, without killing anyone, without punishing anyone. He would have just done it. He's almighty. My people, think. If you have all the power, will you allow any of your child to be wrong? No. That's why you see, even before you take your little baby to school, you even pray that, God give him wisdom, knowledge, make him understand what the teachers are teaching. So why can't God do better than you? If you, being mortal or being carnal, as they condemn you, you can do better for your children. You care so much for your children. How about the Almighty God? They tell you that He loves you, He created you. Think, or continuous thinking. Then Pharaoh, verse 7, sent, and indeed, not even one of the livestock of Israelites was dead. And some people will read it say Pharaoh is the proof that it happened. No, it's a story. It's a story. Nobody can prove Bible to be a historical book unless they are Christians and Muslims and Jews who force themselves into science, into institutions we have, just to force their beliefs on others. He said Pharaoh sent. He sent people and they found out, yeah, even not one of the livestock of Israelites was dead. But the heart of Pharaoh became hard and he did not let the people go. Understand it. If actually this thing happened, Pharaoh would have ordered his soldiers to kill all the livestock of Israelites. If you know what it means to be a king, if you know what it means to be the government, if you know what it means to have authority, I'm telling you, try this thing today. You will see who will come to arrest you or come to send soldiers to kill you. They throw bomb at you. They bomb the whole place. Try it and see. It can never happen in reality. You can never go to any other people's land. They have the power. They are sovereign nation. Then you migrated into that place and you say you want to assume power. You can be doing all this thing in their land. They have power. You say they are watching you because God sent you. Go to any court and say God sent you. Go to any court and say that. The judge will send you to jail and no God will stop him or her from doing that. And you will die there if that people don't bring you out. God will watch you die. The God you are hating me for, the God you want to kill me for, this God cannot help you. This God cannot protect you. This God cannot release you. He cannot free you. He's a God of slavery. Whether on earth or in his heaven, God is the God of bondage. Listen, story people made up, they are not real, they cannot be true. Stop living like, yeah, they are true, they are not. So stop. He did not let them go. No, that's not the right thing. He would have killed their own livestock. That's how you're supposed to kill their own livestock. Kill it. The same way you are, oh, they are God to kill my livestock. You kill their livestock. But they will, oh, no, it is God that kill it, not us. You know, they will say the Pharaoh is wicked. He's clean our livestock. So you are God that kill Egyptians' livestock. That one is not wicked. Eh? For what? For sin they did not commit. The Egyptians did not sin. The Egyptians helped the Israelites. The Egyptians did not enslave Israelites. They did not enslave Abraham. They did not enslave Isaac. They did not enslave Jacob. Now it is Israel, the people, the nation of Israel, you believe they enslaved? There's no slavery in Africa before foreign invasion. Black people never practiced slavery before foreign invasion. Even every sign of slavery you see today in like marriage and all that, white men gave us marriage. White men gave us all those things, including your masquerades. We learned it, they gave it to us, but we try to make it appear like it's a spiritual because we spiritualize everything. So they'll be like, oh, these people are foolish. Okay, now take this one too. That's why you see, in the heat of the sun, black man wear heavy, thick clothes as mask, sweating in. I have put it on myself, so I'm speaking out of experience. Some people that have asthma die in there. They die in there because they cannot breathe well. That's why you see all of them, they always carry their hand fan, blowing themselves. Because inside there, they are sweating. Have you seen how that clothes smell when they bring it out? It smells. And sometimes how they wash it, they don't wash it in the washing machine. Huh? They put it over the fence when rain is falling. For rain to beat on it. Okay, verse 8. So the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, take for yourselves a handful of ashes from a furnace, and let Moses scatter it towards the heavens in the sight of Pharaoh, and it will become fine dust in all the land of Egypt, and it will cause boils that break out in sores on man and beast throughout all the land of Egypt. God is the one doing this, sending sores on man and the beast in the land. Not Satan, not demon. But when you go to our villages today, our villagers are blaming Satan and demon. Why we have churches everywhere in our land, in our villages. Yet they are blaming Satan for what is going on, not their God. Then when they succeed, they say it is God. When they fail, it is Satan. It is demon. But it's God who is sending. He turned ashes into sores to come upon man and the beast. God is the wicked one. Never forget that. And it will become find us in the land of Egypt and bring source of man and beast. Verse 10. Then they took ashes from the furnace and they stood before Pharaoh, and Moses scattered them toward heaven. And they caused boils that break out in sores on man and beast. And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boys, for the boys were on the magicians and on all the Egyptians. But the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he did not heed them, just as the Lord had spoken to Moses. So they forgot to put that Egyptians act in that of livestock, because it's supposed to share also the magicians also did the magic so that the people of Israel's livestock also died. They did not mention magicians in that one. They see this one now, they mention magicians, that they were unable to do it. Remember, he said that before when he sent lies on them. He said the magician also could not do that one. But other ones, the magician could do it. Like stick turning to serpent, magician could do that one. Water turning blood, magician could do that one. There is certain of them, no, to tell you, oh no, but they can perform, but not as our God. Our God will do all things. Our God cannot be challenged. That God we have challenged many years ago and found that is one thing. That's why we are no longer believing in God. That's why we are no longer going to church. That's why we are no longer worshiping in mosque. That's why we are not going any place worshiping any God. That's why we don't pray anymore to any God. We save our time and the money, not believing in God. All you have is your fear, your faith, your hope, your love and humility, and threats to unbelievers. Oh, you will go to hell for not worshiping my God. You will go to so in every religion, I will go to hell. In every religion that exists in this world, although they have different gods and different hell, I will go to all of them one by one. When I go to Christian one, which happened to be my first religion, so if I go to that one, after suffering in their hell, I will come out and go to Muslim hell. After that one, I will go to Jewish hell. After that, I will go to Hindu or Buddha. Any religion that have hell, I must go to their hell. You see why hellfire does not make sense. You see why religion does not make sense. Because if you say your God is real, other religious people say their own God is real. Which one is real? None of them is real. All the gods put together, none of them is real. Wake up, my people. Okay. So, verse 13. Then the Lord said to Moses, rise early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh and say to him, thus says the Lord God of Hebrews, again, let my people go, that they may. It's a repetition. That's how lie take footing. That's the foundation of lie. What make lie, stand and prosper? Repetition. Repetition, they keep repeating it. If you keep repeating that lie, especially when it's coming from, people respected in the community, like the government or rich people, yes, you see even poor people that are not empowered, they begin to believe it. Okay, yeah, if it's true. If they say so, they have power. Okay, it's true. But it's not. Let my people go that they may serve me. Verse 14. For at this time I will send all my plagues to your very heart, and on your servants, and on your people, that you may know that there is none like me in all the earth. You are stupid. You are the most wicked one in all the earth. Yeah, there's none like you. You are the wicked one. God is the wicked one. God is the evil one. There is no one like God in the whole earth. God is the meanest one. Every other person are learning from God. Every other wicked person is learning from God. Every wicked person is learning from God. God is the wicked one. God is evil. Verse 15. Now, if I had stretched out my hand and struck you and your people with pestilence, then you would have been cut off from the earth. But indeed, for this purpose I have raised you up, that I may show my power in you, and that my name may be declared in all earth. As yet you exalt yourself against my people, in that you will not let them go. Pharaoh did not exalt himself against God's people in that he will not let them go. It was God who hardened the heart of Pharaoh to do all that. He said, behold, tomorrow about this time I will cause very heavy hail to rain down, such as has not been in Egypt since its founding until now. Therefore, send now and gather your livestock and all that you have in the land, for the hail shall come down on every man and every animal which is found in the field, and is not brought home, and they shall die. God is a blood sucking God. He always operates in death. Death, he operates by death, by killing. God don't know how to solve any problem. God don't know how to change anybody for better. Only the thing God knows is how to kill. How to kill. I send you to kill. I will cause them to kill themselves. I will kill them. God is a blood-sucking animal. But hear what he says. He said, we stretch his hand. He said, we just set pestilence and wipe these people out, which is the wise thing to do. If those people are causing the evil, wipe them out. Why are you the one also causing evil against the evil you say you are accusing them of? You say they are killing, and you're also killing. If you say you must kill somebody that kill another person, you are also a murderer. It is not justice. It is not just to kill somebody because he killed somebody else. This is the justice for murderers. Maybe somebody killed somebody, whether they did it intentionally or not. The justice will be, okay, you must impregnate a woman to have a child or children. Because you kill a man, you must impregnate a woman to give birth to another person. That is justice. Killing somebody because he killed somebody else, you are promoting that killing. You are promoting murder. That's why God is a murderer. He accused people of murdering while he also murdering people. Think now, think. And it is God concept that give people all this jungle justice, all this unfair justice. Somebody kills somebody. You did not find out why that, okay, let's say that person is guilty killing somebody. You killing that person does not make you not guilty. You are guilty of whatever you are killing that person for. For the murder you are killing that person for. The person killed somebody. You're not supposed to kill that somebody because he killed somebody. You're supposed to let that person, since we procreate now, we give birth. So the duty of a man is to impregnate a woman. And one man can impregnate multiple women. So why are you killing a man for killing another man? Instead of letting that man to impregnate women. In fact, that's supposed to be the best punishment you can give to somebody that killed somebody. But it is religion that taught you if a man shed blood, his blood must be shed. Because religion is blood-sucking religion. He said, without the shedding of blood, there is no forgiveness of sin. That is evil. He said it's a sin to shed blood. And yet, you said it is just to kill somebody, to shed blood. Reason with me now. Reason. Because this will help to fix our society. This will end like white supremacy. The white supremacy we're suffering today is because they are out to kill. Nothing. It's not this racism and all that. It's because they have weapons of mass destruction. That's why you can see Nigerians afraid of America. That's why you can see Africa afraid of other people. Because those people have weapons. They can come and kill us in massive number. We don't have it. So we are living in fear. Our government, you say, oh, African leaders are corrupt. No, they are not corrupt. It is their leaders that are corrupt. That's the people that put them out, the slavers. The people that gave us the government, the institutions we are running today, the system we are living in today, they are the corrupt one. Then they are using the African leaders to maintain their colonies. Then you see why people today, the reason why you see them practicing this racism, because they know if you stand your ground too, they will send their military. Military power was used to force people to believe in God. If you don't know it before, know it now. The reason why you believe in God is military might. The reason why Africans are Jews, Christians, and Muslims is military might. Before missionaries came to Africa, military first went and cleared the ground for them. Then they came, the people that survived the war, the people that they did not kill, mostly women and the children, they are easily converted. They converted them into their religion to keep them subservient under them. That's why you can see Africans today who never crossed the shores of Africa defending Israel, just because a book said that, a book given to us by our slave masters who built Israel in 1948. Because the book was already compiled when they were doing slave trade, using it to make their slaves obedient for life, submissive for life. But if you can understand why we are living the way we are living, without military might, we don't have any issue in this world. Military might. Why is America the number one nation in all over the world? Military might. They are not more intelligent than anyone. They are not more educated than anyone. America, get out from Europe now, from UK, right? England, to kill people that are originally occupied this land, which happen to be black people. White people don't kill white people like that. No, after they take it from black people, they begin to fight. Who have, like you see in Russia and Ukraine today. Russia, Ukraine, all those places used to be black people's land. They came and killed out black people, take over the land, thinking that we have peace in that land. They are having trouble. Because you cannot defeat nature. You cannot kill nature. And you have to continue living in that fear. But the nature will still prevail, no matter how you try. And that's why you see them fighting. They say, oh, they want to replace us. Jews will not replace us. Black people will not replace us. Nobody wants to replace you. You are the one that replaces other people. And it has been haunting you until those people wake up and kill you and take back what belongs to them to reset this world. The only people that can reset this world are the indigenous people who were here first, the black people. They are the only one that can reset this world. White people will continue destroying this world until black people wake up to reset it. If you like, take it. If you not, nah, continue suffering. It is your life. Okay. So now, if you are stressed, okay, I have read that one already. So that's about livestock and other God killing man and everyone for something. He says, oh, because you are maltreating my people. That's why I'm doing this, to show my power. To show you which power. After many years. Verse 22. Then the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand towards heaven, that there may be hell in all the land of Egypt, on man and on beast, on every herb of the field throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched out his hand, his rod, towards heaven. And the Lord sent thunder. Who sent thunder? Who sent hell? Who sent fire? God, not Satan. The same way he sent fire to consume the children of Job. That's what he did in Egypt. Stretched his hand, he sent thunder, he sent hell, he sent fire, darted to the ground. And the Lord, not Satan, not demon, the Lord rained hell on the land of Egypt. That's why they want you to fear him. They tell you, fear God, or God will deal with you. You know, remember what God did to Pharaoh. Remember what God did to Herod. Remember, God did not do anything to anybody. It's a book. It's a script you are quoting. Fuck that God. May thunder fire that God. May hell fall on that God. May fire consume that God, if that God exists anywhere. May thunder, fire, and hell consume whatever God that punishes people, whatever God that created people to suffer, may thunder, may hell, may fire consume that God. In my name, everybody say amen. Amen. So there was hell, and fire mingled with the hell. So very heavy that there was none like it in all the land of Egypt, since it began a nation. It became a nation. And the hail struck throughout the whole land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast. And the hail struck every herb of the field and broke every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, there was no hail. For those of you that believe this thing, that God put demarcation in Egypt, that the Egyptians were suffering, while the Israelites were enjoying. First, understand this. If it is true, it will be repeated today. Is there any place you will go? People that worship God are enjoying life more than people that don't worship God. There's no place you will go. You see people that worship God enjoying life than people who don't worship God. No place. That God that put demarcation in Egypt cannot put demarcation in your family. He cannot put demarcation in your village. He cannot. In your village, people that worship God are suffering more than people that are not worshiping God. Your God-fearing country is worshiping than Chinese country that is not worshiping God. Your God-fearing government are doing poorly compared to Chinese government. Remember when Chinese joined world power? Remember. And since then, they have been improving. They become a threat. Now, America see China as threat. Big, huge one. Huge one. But they're the one that helped to build China. They're the one that helped Chinese people to be where they are today. Chinese people took advantage of that, which Africans still refuse to learn from. Even Japanese learn from them too. Japan and China are supposed to make Africans to open their eyes, but Africans are going to Japan and China just to go import something or build there. Igbo man have one of the biggest hospitals in China. Igbo man, all the way from Africa, went to China, gained that ground. Imagine if Africa is free, what Igbo people can build in Africa. That's why somebody said in Biafra, Africa died. And it's true. You say you don't want Africans to be free. You will never be free. You are suffering. You don't want Biafra to be free. You will never be free. Because in Biafra, Africa died. Look at Africa today. Look at Nigeria today. But Biafrans, they did not commit any crime. They said they don't want to belong with people that are out to kill them, out to hate them. The Fulanis, the Yorubas. These people are against Igbos. They are killing Igbos. Igbos declare Biafra. Biafra, people that speak Biafra everywhere on all that bite of Biafra before they come with bite of Benin. Including the place you call Lagos today. Most places you call Yoruba land today, they were Igbos before. Igbos, yes. They were. When you are hearing about Yoruba's hate about Igbos, it's because Igbos are industrious. Igbos are not. MMM. When also the time economic crash in Nigeria, check who are the ones that did that. Yoruba people. Igbos are hardworking people. Hardworking people. And Igbos were not killing themselves. Or no, if you commit crime that's supposed to be capital one, they send you into exile. They don't kill. Africa, we are not killing before foreigners came and telling you. That's why we never build weapons of war before they came. The weapons we are building was for hunting, or we are for hunting. To protect our garden, to protect our lives from animals. But these people came and turned the weapon for hunting and into weapons of mass destruction. Came with cannon, begin to bomb us, killing us. And today they will say, oh yeah, we are doing it. Everything they tell you about Africans are lies. Every one of them. Everything they taught you about Africa, they are lies. Even the one you are using to make money today, they are lies. They are not the truth about Africa. We have not seen the real truth of Africa. We are still believing the lies our oppressors wrote for us. That's how we still living today. Verse 25. And the hail struck throughout the whole land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast, and the hail struck every herb in the field, and every see, only in the land of this thing is evil. Evil God. Verse 27. And Pharaoh sent and called for Moses and Aaron and said to them, I have sinned this time. You know it's not true. The Egyptians don't know what is called sin. The only people that know what is called sin are the people of Israel. Maybe Moses told them it's a sin for you not to let people of God go. So he borrowed the language from Moses. He said, I have sinned this time. The Lord is righteous, and my people and I are wicked. He said, it's not true. But this is why you see African leaders seeing themselves and their subjects as sinners. They need God. When things happen in their land, they say, come, let us pray. No, it is only God that can change our situation. It's only God that can make things better. Only God? Only God? But he could not end famine. When the people of Israel were in the land of Canaan, they have to go to Egypt, where people have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to save food. They have to go there for people to take care of them. Think. Entreat the Lord that there may be no more mighty thundering and hail, for it is enough. I will let you go, and you shall stay no longer. Listen. So Moses said to him, as soon as I have gone out of the city, I will spread out my hands to the Lord. The thunder will cease, and there will be no more hail, that you may know that the earth is the Lord's. Show me today the earth is the Lord by ending the war. Hey, ministers of God, show me that the earth is the Lord by ending evil. Pray to your God. Let him end all the evil in this world. Stop blaming your brothers and sisters who don't believe in your nonsense and saying they are sinners. They are the one you are suffering. They are not the one you are suffering. Your God is the one. The why. Your God is why you are suffering. He is the wicked one tormenting you for not believing the lies in his name. He said, but as for you and your servants, I know that you will not yet fear the Lord God. See, Moses knew that God was the one engineering Pharaoh. God was the one hardening the heart of Pharaoh. It was not Satan. It was not demon, but God. Verse 31. Now the flax and the belly were struck. And belly was struck, for the belly was in the hand and the flax was in bud. God destroyed all of them. But the wheat and the spelt were not struck, for they are late crops. No matter how you try to destroy nature, it will still survive. Because there are some nature are seasonal. Okay, now you say you will destroy everything on the earth. There are ones, they're already inside the earth, about to come out. Like during winter, most grass dry, right? Weed a bit. You see, when spring comes, they begin to come out again. You can never succeed trying to destroy nature. You will end up destroying yourself. Because nature is your source and sustenance. Without nature, which is the earth, you won't be here. Where are you standing? That's your source and your sustenance. You are standing on the earth. And when you die, you'll be buried in the earth. You can never escape the earth because it's your source and sustenance. Wake up. Verse 33. So Moses went out of the city from Pharaoh and spread out his hand to the Lord. Why can't he do it that time, that the place he was standing? Hello? Why can't Moses do all these things before Pharaoh? You don't need to travel out anywhere to perform miracle if God is everywhere. There's no special place for you to do anything. Then the thunder and the hail ceased, and the rain was not poured on the earth. And when Pharaoh saw that the rain the hell and the thunder has ceased. He sinned yet more, and he hardened his heart. No, God hardened his heart, not him. He and his servants. So the heart of Pharaoh was hard. Neither would he let the children of Israel go, as the Lord has spoken by Moses. God is the wicked one everywhere. God